Alrighty, we left off with learning the different body cavities. This video is going to be a quick review of our organ systems. And one of the things that you need to know in this week's lab are the roles of each organ system and the major organs that are in each organ system. So this video is just going to be about the different functions or the jobs that the organ systems perform. There's not going to be a question like, name the 12 organ systems. Okay, there's not going to be a question like that. They are depicted here. Let's just go over them one at a time. Okay, so no, I don't need that. Okay, so we're going to start with the respiratory system. The respiratory system includes your lungs, right? And the job of your respiratory system is technically gas exchange. Gas exchange means that we get oxygen out of the air as we inhale, and then when we exhale carbon dioxide. Now that you've been learning about chemistry in the lecture portion of the class, you'll know that oxygen is O2, and what color? Blue. Oxygen is O2 and carbon dioxide is CO2. And carbon dioxide is a molecule that's got one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen. Just practicing what you're learning in the second half of class. So that's your respiratory system. Starts with your nose, ends up with your lungs. Okay. The digestive system. The job of your digestive system is to feed you, to get food into your body so that that it can be given to all of your cells. And in doing that, our digestive system needs to ingest food, take a bite and swallow it. That's ingestion. And then digest it, break it down into individual molecules that are small enough to be absorbed, and then absorb it. Those are the jobs of the digestive system. So obtaining nutrients. After the digestive system or the respiratory system has obtained either oxygen or nutrients, it's the job of the cardiovascular system to be the transportation system of the human body. Okay? And as the transportation system, it moves stuff around. It'll take nutrients from your intestinal tract to the cells of your body. It'll take oxygen from your lungs to the cells of your body. It'll take waste molecules like carbon dioxide from the cells back to your lungs, or it'll take other metabolic waste from your cells to your kidneys, to your urinary system. So that's the cardiovascular system, primary transportation system of the human body. The human body does have a secondary transportation system, and that secondary transportation is the lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system usually gets put in the same chapter with the immune system. The immune system, though, is a little bit different. The immune system is the part of your body that would respond to a vaccine, like the COVID vaccines that you got. It's also the part of your body that prevents diseases, like preventing you from getting COVID, or allows you to recover if you do get sick. So that's the lymphatic and the immune system. By the way, I'm going over these organ systems really quickly because this week's lab is just an overview. Don't worry, we've got lectures and lectures on each of these topics so that you can learn them in more detail, right? The urinary system. The urinary system includes your kidneys and your urinary bladder, and its main job most people would think of as eliminating waste. It does that, but it does so much more, which you'll learn. It's one of the last organ systems we cover. It also regulates your body's pH, keeps your body from being too acid or too alkaline, and it's very important for regulating your blood pressure. Right? Who knew? Okay. The nervous system. The nervous system, kind of starts with your central nervous system, the brain, and it is your primary communication system in the human body. Human body's got two transportation systems. It's got two communication systems. And the nervous system is the the first one. And there are three basic things that the nervous system does. It takes information about what's going on in the outside world, like, oh, the light is bright, or what's going on in the inside world, like, ow, I hurt my knee, and it carries that information to your brain. Then your central nervous system, brain and spinal cord, it integrates that sensory information, decides what it means, decides what should be done. Oh, you should pull your knee away from whatever hurt it, right? And then the third thing the nervous system does is it sends commands from the brain to different parts of the body, like to the muscle that allows me to pull my knee away from whatever is hurting it. That's the nervous system. Then we've got the endocrine system. That's a secondary communication system. I don't want to get in the middle of people with the nervous system and the endocrine system, but there are plenty of people who study the endocrine system who would argue that the endocrine system is primary and nervous system is secondary. Do not get in the middle of those two people, okay? But it's another communication system, except for instead of communicating with electrical signals, the endocrine system communicates with molecules, and those molecules are called hormones. That's the endocrine system. The muscular system. The muscular system, that includes all of our skeletal muscles, all of the muscles that are voluntary, that we can command them to move my arm, okay? And the muscular system's job is to provide stability to the body. When you're completely unconscious, your body does not have any stability. It's all like, falling apart. Okay. And it also allows us to move or run, or maybe you're watching the Olympics. So maybe you're watching people do incredible things. And then there's the integumentary system. And that's basically your skin, the integumentary system. And your skin is there to protect what's underneath, protect it from abrasion and damage, but also to prevent the loss of water. And it is your skin, the integumentary system, that's very important for controlling our body temperature. So if it's really hot outside, like it has been, it's your skin that sweats, which allows water to evaporate, and the evaporation of water cools you down. So the integumentary system. And then we have got the reproductive system. And the male and female reproductive system share one function, which is making and delivering gametes. Gametes are reproductive cells. For males, that gamete is called sperm. For female, that gamete is called eggs or ova. The female reproductive system has more jobs than making and delivering gametes, though. It also has a part that's there to protect the fetus as it develops. And then the female reproductive system also needs to be able to deliver the infant and nourish the baby once it's born. Okay? And then there's the skeletal system, your bones. The skeletal system gives our body form and structure. It's a place for muscles to attach. Our muscles could move us in the absence of the skeleton, but it's much more efficient with the skeletal system being there. It stores calcium and phosphorus because our body constantly needs calcium and phosphorus. Calcium for every beat of your heart, phosphorus for all of your molecules of DNA. Oh, and energy molecules, ATP. There's one more thing. It's also here to protect internal organs. Like the skull protects your brain because your brain's very mushy. Your ribs protect your lungs. So it's there for protection. All righty. We will go into more detail in our third video.